Hey, OneGunn. Marvin, how are you?
How you doing, bro?
Yeah, good.
Doing
How?
good.
Well, we have been chatting before. This is not just for the recording and get to know more about you and for Wolf Entertainment Radio. We're doing this. I'm doing this with you.
Okay. All right.
Uh, Look, man, please. For me, it's been such an absolute pleasure and honor to get to know you, both as a musician and just as much as a person. So for me, that is just very special.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
Imagine the way our minds work. So please, for our audience, please tell them a little bit more about you, about Maserati, about working with Prince, and what you're
Yeah.
doing now. Just what's going on
Yeah.
for One Gun, please.
Well, I'll give you a quick short story. So, from Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but lived most of my life in Minnesota. How did I get to Minnesota? Of course, huge Prince fan, and me and a friend of mine went to see Prince, and the time was opening up, if you know the time, and we missed everything. So my buddy said, "Let's get to the hotel where the time, maybe not Prince, but where the time is hanging out." So anyway, right when we got to the hotel, the time was walking in, and since we looked like musicians, we got right in line behind them and walked right up to their floor. But the crazy thing is, they all went in rooms, and we were stuck out on the looking out over the atrium of the hotel. They changed their clothes and they came out. So long story short, we were in front of Terry Lewis's room of Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and he looked at the two of us and said, "Hey man, I want to do something with you guys." Within 3 days, we packed up and moved to Minnesota. Never saw Terry Lewis again, but my buddy Tony ran into Mark Brown, who was Prince's bass player. He was putting together this band called Maserati. So at the same time, they just lost the keyboard player they were using, and they were just doing bars at the time. Just lost the keyboard player. My buddy said, "Well, we got an opening," and
So
I joined the.
you're a keyboard player by trade. Is that
Yeah,
your trade? Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, my voice, but yeah, keyboards is
Singing and vocals and
yeah,
keyboards. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And so basically, I got in the band after a few years of kind of getting tuned up. Prince found out about the group, signed us. So first group signed to Paisley Park Records, and we immediately started touring. He did 100 miles per hour for us, which charted like I think in the top 12 on the 100 hit list.
When you say he did it for us, what did he did? He produce it? What did he do? Release it
He
for
yeah
you?
he wrote it, produced it. We mainly just did vocals, and there was only two or three people in the band that really sang on the albums.
And he did the
So
backing.
yep, he sang
Amazing.
with us. Yeah,
Okay, he
yeah.
sang with
And,
you.
yep,
Amazing.
yep. So we toured. We opened for Prince. We opened.
Oh
Ended up
wow.
working with the Time, Sheila E. That whole Minneapolis
Ah,
camp.
I love Chile.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So after the fact, left the group. Me and my buddy, we had a couple different record deals signed with Capitol Records. We were signed over in London, and then we connected with Oliver Lieber. He heard our song "Music in the Studio," and well, let's go back a little bit. So during Maserati, Prince created a song called. He wanted us to do a song called "Kiss," so he brought it in the studio. And to me, it was like country and western. Some people say jazz, but it was really country and western. Him and an acoustic guitar, and he said, "You guys do something with it." Everybody walked out, but me and my buddy from Milwaukee, who was in the band, and the engineer David Z, and we started working with it, doing arrangements. That was back we created arpeggiation when they didn't even exist yet. He did it with some kind of trick of the engineering table. And Prince came back and said, "I'm taking the song back," and left all our vocals on it. My keyboards are on it. And well, you know the story. It won a Grammy.
So your keyboards are on the final version?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Very cool. Very fucking
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Yeah,
Still
yeah, yeah.
collecting to this day.
What about this part? That section. Is there a sax in there? Because I played this song a million times with my friend Jerome Smith from Melbourne, bass player from New
Mm-hmm.
York, and we
Mm-hmm.
always played Prince. minute
Right,
going
right.
off, and then I
Mhm.
always did this. How did you record that actually in the end? Is there
That was
saxophone?
actually the extended version that Prince did. That's keyboard. So
It's
he
keyboard.
did an extended version. He added, more guitar in the end, and we didn't have a lot to do with that piece of the production. But
Yeah,
then he threw
yeah,
Maserati in there. If you hear us call out the word Maserati, so he was just having fun, man. He lived in the
yeah,
studio.
yeah.
He lived to write music, so it was
So
fun.
since then till now, man, it's been a chunk of time. Give us a
Yeah,
little rundown, please, of what did One Gun do since the Maserati days.
yeah. Well, after that, we ran into that's the next part of the story. Ran into a guy named Oliver Lieber who was working with this LA cheerleader named Paula Abdul. He
I
said,
know Paula Abdul, yeah.
"Hey, I want you guys to get in here and do some vocals." And we ended up we did 3 songs on our first album, Forever Your Girl, and I did a duet called Opposites Attract. So I sang the whole song, and he gave it to Paula, and I guess somehow she said, I want to leave this guy's voice in and make it a duet instead of just her song. So Opposites Attract, obviously, another #1 hit. We had 2 #1 hits. Forever Your Girl, I think, went to #1, and then The Way That You Love Me went to #2. So yeah, we did that when
Wonderful.
Paula came out. Yeah, and after that is when we had a couple record deals, and we tried a couple times at Maserati. There's some 1 or 2 guys from the band trying to do something out, but I said I'm one person, so I got to do something myself, and thus
Man, I saw
was
yesterday.
created OneGunn.
I saw yesterday I saw a movie. It's called Two Gun. And I had to think about you. And then I saw, well, everybody in America has a fucking gun anyway.
Exactly. So
Who
hey,
gives a shit? One gun, two gun,
don't fuck
three
with
gun.
us.
But yeah, man.
I'm just making that up. I'm just making that
I know. Well, we're coming over soon. So I'm in my
up.
head when I'm walking around in America, I'm thinking everybody here might have a gun.
Oh, hey,
It's
because
crazy.
why? There's other people with guns, so you get the counter effect.
Oh
But no,
my God, that's right.
it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy here.
I
We
know.
won't get into
No, no, no.
that.
So now, One Gun, you did the first single with Wolf Entertainment. Very happy
Mhm.
to work with you, having released a song for you, and now you have produced your video clip to
Yes.
the song, which I both
Join
love.
in. Join
Join
in.
in,
Everybody
join
join
in.
in.
That's right. I mean,
It's
the
a chant.
whole,
Join in. Join in.
yeah, and that's coming across the join into the positive energy, join into a love energy, join into let's
Exactly.
fucking do this together instead of always fucking each other up, kind of. And that's where it
Exactly.
comes from.
Exactly. Put the guns down.
Put the guns down. Otherwise, one gun is going to come shoot your ass.
Guns down.
So
Exactly.
yeah, tell us what's your about the song and how it came together and the video and the vision where you want to go.
Yeah. The song was the song has been playing in my head for years, right? I had the lyrics, I had everything before I even wrote the song. And it's basically about you're in a relationship, it's easy to run when things get bad or somebody does something that's not, on the up and up. But I guarantee you, if you stick together and work it out, because you found that love for a reason, right? You didn't just bump into this girl and say, hey, let's go out. There's a reason you're connected. So basically the song talks about, which is my favorite technique is, if you screw up, give her a dozen roses, man. Let her know that you still love her. And this can be a lover, friend, family member. Roses work for everything. So that's the main thing I talk about. You'll see people in love. You'll see nature in love. And and also it's a great dance tune. And what's funny is what you turned me on to is I got this reggae thing in me, man. It's boiling in my blood now. So as I talk about the song, I say the style it's got an undercurrent of reggae and right at
Yeah,
the
I read
surface
that.
is R&B, man.
I read that.
So,
I read that
yeah,
because when I
it's
first
still
released
good.
the song, I put it on the reggae, and you said, "Hey, what the hell? Well, I'm
Right.
an R&B
what,
artist."
what are you
Yeah,
talking
but it
about?
still is a real strong reggae feel in the song.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody told me yesterday it reminds them of James Brown. I'm like, yeah, because James used
Mm,
to use a lot of horn punches and horn
yeah,
stabs. So,
yeah.
but so anyway, with the video, I had a big videographer we've been using for family photos and things for years, and he said, when you're ready to do a video, first of all,
Come to
I'm the
see
only one that can do it, and we're
me.
gonna do it at my place. I said, where's your place? Haywood, Wisconsin. 2-hour drive from Minneapolis. I'm like, 2-hour drive. Then you got the day to shoot. Then you got to drive back because I'm not staying up there. Small town.
I might fucking hang you.
Well, I didn't know, but
Tar
Minnesota,
feather
you
your
know,
ass, man.
you know, small, and it's supposed to be a tourist town, so
I
it's a small
understand.
tourist town.
Yeah,
And when I got up there, I mean, nothing but love. I mean, the people were
beautiful.
so cool. The
Mm.
police were great, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I read that. That's so cool.
Yeah, we shot on the bridge, and one shot was the bridge where you see the water going underneath. And that was a day where one of the main roads was out, so we were blocking like an alternate route. And one person ended up calling the cops. You know, we didn't have any permits or anything. We figured we'd go out by the bridge and shoot, and the cops showed up. And there's a guy in the video who recently passed away, but I'm using his old Ford truck. And he walks up to the cops like this, right? And it ends up being his buddy. So, so the cops said, "Oh, you guys are fine, man. Don't worry about that lady down the road." And we shot for about 5 or 6
Amazing.
hours.
That's so
Nobody
good.
wanted anything,
It's
you
so
know.
good,
But
especially in the current situation, that there's a positive cop story. I like that too.
oh
You know, I
yeah,
love that.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
He watched for a little while, and he took off, you know.
Yeah,
Other
cool.
people came down the road. They made a U-turn, so he must have put the word out that the bridge is cut off for a while or something. But and they were great people. Um, you know, the city council basically, you know, thanked me for doing the video. It's almost as if I brought some attention to the town.
You did.
And I'm hoping to
Yes.
play there. There's where I'm performing with that purplish background is actually an old theater where they have shows and bands, and they've already guaranteed me that not only when I'm going to play there, but they're going to pack the house. So it's
Awesome. Awesome.
I'm trying to get there before it starts snowing because
Yeah.
October, November, I'm not going up to Hayward.
Hey, give him a call and say, what about you want
Oh
to do it this
man,
summer or next summer?
I know, and I don't want to wait too long, you know, but it might be
Yeah.
next
Have
spring.
they seen
Some.
it? Have you gotten feedback on the video from them? Have they seen it up there?
Oh yeah, yeah. They're like a lot of people are now my Instagram buddies and Facebook
Fantastic.
buddies,
Yeah.
friends on Twitter. So it's picked up a lot of it's picked up a few shock waves up there, which is great.
Good. And I got from some people in people in the industry from the music side, I saw some really good feedback. Um,
Yeah,
you know, they dig the song, they dig the performance, they dig the video. So I think you did an amazing job in all of it, and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
well done, man. Really well done.
Yeah, and you know, I'm in Myrtle Beach for a while, but right around October, November, I'm gonna start performing as OneGunn, and I'm gonna hit some.
So you
I'm gonna
got the
hit my.
band. You got the band together. Do you got and the
The
material?
band is right here.
Isn't
This
your
is
head
where the
okay?
band is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, I've got a. You know, I'm gonna go out with a 4-piece
yeah. Okay.
band, and I've got some people in mind, and I've got some people to choose from. So it's a matter of modifying who's gonna be the best with this, because once it starts rolling, you know, we hit here,
Yeah.
then we jump overseas to where you are, and
Well, yeah, definitely.
you
And
never
I
know.
mean, also, I'm looking, as you know, I'm looking in how to get you over here. And as you grow as OneGunn, your image grows, we can get more attention and more fans over here,
Exactly.
which certainly makes sense. But then I'm also
Hmm.
thinking, okay, I got some world-class musicians over in Europe. We just as well can you get you to France for a week or 2 weeks and bring
Yeah,
everybody there, or Germany, do the rehearsal and create a killer show, and then do
exactly.
a tour. So that's all stuff we're working on.
That's right. And it will be a killer show. So
I'm
whoever
sure.
hears this, whoever's watching, whoever gets a hint of this interview, you better come to the show. I'm telling
That's
you.
right.
It's going to be a show for the ages.
Yeah, I'm just in my head. I just had stuff going off like you guys performing at a castle. So your backdrop is like a French or German huge castle with the right lighting and the right sound, and we're all in paradise. That's it. That
Yes,
just
yes.
came into my head. Yeah.
I might get too distracted by the location, like looking around like,
Is that what the fuck is going on? Yes.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
man, I can't wait to come over there.
it's been a real pleasure having conversation with you.
You
If
too,
you
my
make
friend.
it in July to LA to meet me, I would love to see you in person, but otherwise down the road. But thank you very much.
Yeah, it's like we've been talking for what? It's over a year now, right? Over a
Don't think
year?
it's that long, no. Maybe 6,
Well, at
8
least
months.
last summer we were talking, I'm sure.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's always good to meet people, and then it's even better to meet them in person.
In
So
person.
that's gonna,
Yeah.
man, we're gonna have a great time.
Yes.
And then we gonna make money, right?
We better make the money before we get to hang out, so we can spend it. No, before we hang out, so we can spend it when we get to hang out together.
There you go.
Oh man,
gotta celebrate. So yeah, it's been great.
Well, Marvin, thank you so much again for the interview. I'm gonna hit that stop recording button, OneGunn, and I'll speak to you soon.
All right, my friend.
Take care, man.
Yep.